Hello traders, in this video we're going to be talking about the Panda Hedging EA for MetaTrader. One of those hedging slash grid style robots that's been floating around the marketplaces for a while. In this video I'll walk you through what the developer actually claims on their page. We'll look at their own backtest results, then I'll show you what happened when I ran my own tests and give you a realistic verdict on who is really for and who should stay away. Before we dive into the EA, you can download the free Forex report for MT4 and MT5 that has lots of indicators and candlestick patterns built in, using the link in the description below. Alright, so this is the Panda Hedging EA. Just expand this. It's marketed for 400 US dollars as a fully automated hedging system designed to protect your deposits while steadily growing the account over time. On the surface, you see a nice looking equity curve here in the screenshots. Also a long backtest history or a long history of backtests and some bold language about security and capital protection. It sounds like the kind of set and forget hedging system a lot of traders want, but as always, you're going to look under the hood and see what's really going on. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's just pretend we're a trader scrolling through the product page for the first time. Um, The developer describes Panda hedging as an automated trading tactic that combines elements of hedging and grid trading with a so-called secure system for deposit protection. They're very explicit that this is not a martingale product robots rather. It doesn't multiply lot sizes and as it has positions. Instead, it opens a series of trades with fixed lot sizes as the market moves. They also make a big point of saying it's built for MetaTrader's hedging mode, not netting. The EA is designed to open multiple positions in different directions and across different pairs at the same time, and then manage the whole basket as one overall strategy. All right. As for the instruments and time frames, you can see we have over here. The developer is quite specific. Panda hedging is meant to trade mainly on the 1 minute time frame, and it focuses on a small set of pairs that include USDCAD, AUDUSD, and USDNOK. The idea is to use the correlation between these pairs to build a hedge structure. So, for example, while one part of the basket is under pressure, another part is meant to offset some of that risk. All right. So, on the risk management side, um, all right, on the risk management side, the author mentions a stop level or some kind of stop loss protection. It's presented as a way to hard limit losses if things get out of hand. But at the same time, there's messaging that suggests many users might prefer to disable this because they don't like stop loss. That's an important nuance, and we'll come back to it later. They recommend a certain minimum deposits and loss size combination, like using a $1,000 to $1,500 account. The wording gives the impression that as long as you follow these or those recommendations and don't touch the settings too much, the EA will manage risks for you and keep the drawdown under control. All right, overall, if you just read the page with me, the story is this is a non-martingale hedging grid on a few correlated pairs, capped at 10 orders, fixed lots, with some protection features and a long, smooth back test. The language leans heavily on deposit safety, stability, and the idea that it works best on specific time frames. All right, so let's take a look at some of the developers' tests, the strategy tester reports. In their backtest screenshots, they show a long test on USDCAD over about 10 years on the M1 time frame. The balance curve on the image looks very smooth and steadily rising. You don't see big cracks in the equity, it just climbs and climbs with only tiny dips along the way. The detailed reports numbers are pretty eye-catching. They show net profits in the tens of thousands of dollars on the initial deposits. The profit factor sits comfortably above 1 at 1.41, suggesting more money made than lost overall. Drawdown, as you can see, we have drawdown at 16.59%. The total trades taken over the period were 11,654 trades in total. You can see profit trades, percentage total profit trades were 60.43%. All right. So as you can see, the developer also shows some charts breaking down entries by hour, weekday, and months. Usually, these charts tell you the EA is very active during the main London and New York sessions and is trading pretty consistently across the months. That supports the idea that EA is always doing something, not just waiting for rare signals. So, taking at face value, the message from the developer's test is: here's a system that has run across a decade of M1 data, produced steady gains, kept drawdowns reasonable, and done it all with fixed lot hedging, no martingale, and a controlled grid depth. When you just look at those images, it feels like a very robust, almost industrial strength strategy. But as always, that's the marketing side. Now let's put in next what happens when we run our own tests. Just open up MetaTrader here. Just open up MetaTrader and we'll go over to our settings. So you can see we have the EA here installed. And I use the developer's recommended pair, the USDCAD, on the 1 minute time frame for the custom period from the 1st of April 2025 to the 1st of April 2026. And when I ran my back test using a $10,000 deposit, the report I got showed a total net profit of basically zero, a tiny loss around minus 0.6, as you can see here. The equity curve, which we have over here, was almost a flat line, as you can see, with a sharp move right at the start and then nothing. No smooth staircase, no long series of profitable trades, just a dead system. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the EA is broken. What it really tells us is that Panda Hedging is extremely sensitive to the exact combination of broker, symbols, time frame, and settings. If you don't have the developer specific set of files and conditions, you may end up with an EA that barely trades or doesn't resemble the marketed performance at all. Alright, so you've got quite a gap. On one hand, developers 10-year backtest returns of thousands in profits and moderate drawdown. On the other hand, a real world backtest that's almost completely inactive and slightly negative. That's a red flag, in my opinion, because a robust strategy should not require such a fragile, narrow setup just to trade. Alright, so let's go back to the developers page. Okay, so there we have it. In practice, I say this EA might be interesting for experienced traders who already understand grid and heading mechanics and who are comfortable treating it as an experimental tool on demo or very small live accounts. If you're looking for a safe plug and play income EA that you can just throw on a small account and forget, this isn't it. The thing is, any grid hedging system on M1, especially on pairs like USDNOK, naturally carries tail risks. That risk doesn't disappear just because the backtest looks smooth or the lot sizes are fixed. So my advice, treat Panda hedging as a case study in how these hedging grids work, not as a long-term fire and forget solution. Use it to learn, use it on demo, and if you ever go live, keep the VIX tiny and be ready to intervene when markets go crazy. Right, so if you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which EA you want me to review next. And don't forget, if you want to experiment with another robot, you can grab that free Forex EA for MT4 and MT5 with built-in indicators and candlestick patterns using the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.